Hi girls, this is Erin, and it is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2008, and this is my analysis of Chapter 3. Okay, Chapter 3 is probably one of the most exciting chapters. It's when Edward saves Bella from the car accident, and she starts to realize what he is. It starts out in regular chapter. She's kind of annoyed with Edward because last time the chapter ended, he was laughing at her. And then she wakes up one morning, and it is snowing, and it is iced over. And her father has actually put snow chain on the tires, and she doesn't know how to take that. She's not used to being taken care of, and that kind of makes her a little teary-eyed, actually, because she's used to being the one that takes care of everybody, and she was really moved by the fact that he thought about it, got up early enough to do that. She was thinking about that when the van of Tyler Crawley decides to go out of whack and try and hit her. Well, Edward, who was 4 cars away, makes the decision to save her, and he not only saves her once, he saves her more than once, because the van almost hits her twice and then almost lands on her. So Edward's and Bella's relationship has completely changed now. There is no doubt in my mind that this is the reason that they became the way they are, the relationship that they're in. They talk in the hospital, and she wants to know why he told her to tell everybody that he was staying next to her. She wants to know his secret, and he basically tells her she'll have to deal, and he's not going to tell her his secret. This is the first time you get to meet Dr. Cullen, Carlisle Cullen, and she describes him as absolutely gorgeous. Bella's mouth is dropped open when she sees him, and she can tell that Dr. Cullen is in on the secret because he and Edward get a kind of an eye motion to each other that she knows that he's the one that is pretending as well, that Edward is right next to her. Tyler decides that he is absolutely in Bella's, he's going to worship her because he feels so bad that he almost killed her, and Edward just kind of takes it off, like he says, no blood, no foul. Charlie freaks out and ends up calling Renee, who we know is a worry word anyways, so Bella is really upset at the end of the chapter when she has to call her mother. This is actually kind of short chapter, so it's not a lot more you can talk about besides the fact that his brothers and sisters are angry that he saved her, and later on he says that he made a good excuse for saving her was because if all that blood had been spilt, he wouldn't have been able to contain himself. But he says later that in reality, the first thought he had was not her. And he's really confused about that because, she's just a human, but he understands that she's special to him in some way other than the fact that she has blood that completely calls to him. This is one of my favorite chapters, and so I'm really excited to see it in the movie. And I'm also supposed to give a shout out to a website that is online called twilightbuzz.com. It's actually my website. It's got news and photos and videos, and if you guys have any kind of suggestions or anything, you can email me at em_hale13@yahoo.com and let me know if you have any suggestions for it. Thanks. My least favorite part of this chapter, there wasn't really much that I didn't like about it, was, I guess, when Edward says that he didn't know why he saved her, and I know that he wasn't meaning it the way she took it. What she thought he meant it, that she should have died, but he just didn't know how to explain the reasoning for saving her, for putting him and his family in jeopardy. That's why it's my least favorite part. My favorite part is obvious, is when he saves her, and the fact that he chose to put himself in danger to do it, but also that the fact that he doesn't want to let her go at first. You can tell he's very reluctant to let her go. He he's already starting to feel really protective over her, and that's what's my favorite part.